Alright, welcome back to Thai. Today we're gonna be beginning the second world. Go ahead and grab this life again, because why not? For those of you not wondering why I'm not immediately running to get all the rainbow shells, like that one over there, and you know, you can either get that with the ice ring or use the platform that's over there. I mean, I suppose I could collect a couple of them. It's just because, like, you can't even get the bonus health from collecting them all until you finish all of the talisman teleporters. And I'll show you in a second why that's the case. Just as we're going to grab a few of these. Oh, a little bit of lag there. That's okay. Not that they aren't important, and I'm definitely gonna pick them up, but I'm just saying, there's a reason why I'm not like going out of my way to collect a bunch of them right now. Or was. I guess I'll grab some while we're running around. We've got the time. Oh, that's embarrassing. I don't think I'm going to pull off the most perfect playthrough in the world, but I like to think I'm pretty good at Thai, just because I've played it a bunch of times, so. This will do this, and this is actually how you get that one on the water, which can be a little bit trickier. The unfortunate problem with that is you have to wait for it to come back around, since it starts while you're up there. And this is all on the ground. I don't think you can actually even jump onto it. I know these can be tricky. We'll give it a shot, see if we can jump on. Yeah, there we go. I think that might have been corner bumping a little bit, so I don't think that's exactly perfect, but we'll take it. Saves us the waiting trip, saves me editing out us getting onto this fucking thing. Grab that. And I think, like I said, I think there's only, there's 25 of them, so like, we found a lot of them already. But I'll show you why finding them all right now isn't super prevalent. And that's because you can't, because at least 3 of them cannot be grabbed. Because they don't want you to get that double health until much later in the game. But I tell you, if you're paying attention, not putting yourself in a situation where you're losing a ton of rainbow shells, or losing a ton of health, especially in the hardcore playthrough, that it is super helpful to have these. Because having a secondary health bar, oh, the moment I got that, it was like a dream. Alright, I was showing you why there's no point in getting them. Just to show, like, yes, I know where they are, and I can go grab them at any time, so that's why I did that. But as you can see, where Julie's teleporter was, there's no rainbow shell. So, that's pretty much going to be the case going forward. If I see them, I'll grab them. Most of the ones out there were the big running around ones, so even while actively saying I'm not going to look for them, I kind of did anyway, just to prove a point that I can be so close yet so far. But if we come through here for the second world, you notice ice. And then you get a cutscene. Who's this dark stranger?
He's smarter than I thought. I imagine we shall do quite well here, because it's a perfect focal point for the talisman machine.
Indeed. Alright, so we'll probably do... This is the one I'm not looking forward to. I say let's do Snow Worries.
You have done well, my friend. The information you supplied is invaluable. So someone thinks they can stop me obtaining all the talismans? Of course he will never succeed! I want this meddling mammal stopped at any cost!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Those talismans are as good as mine. Begin phase 2!
Check out these amazing...
This is where the levels get a bit bigger and can be a bit more annoying or slightly more challenging to get all the collectibles. A lot of running around, so don't be surprised if this video ends up with some edits in it, or some cuts, really.
No, this is bad. Really bad. While the children were playing in the snow when that little scamp Bernie accidentally caused an avalanche. I can hear them call out, but I can't see them.
No worries, Sheila. I'll find them for you.
There we go. Oh, well, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh, so that's... I always assumed, like, I'd just do this because it's easier. I didn't know, like, it was pretty much required. But, I played the crap out of this game. I've gotten my wife into it, you know. She was there for the 100%ing of the first and second game, which is because we wanted to get like the most genuine experience we could out of playing it, because you know so many people are like 2 is like the best, and I disagree. And my wife playing it with me also was like, I don't really see how people are like, this is the best. That's somewhat confusing to me. That people think like this one is just like, they introduce a bunch of new characters and it's a bit more cartoony for sure, but like it's not, it doesn't have that same sort of feel that this first one has. And the levels are a lot smaller, and the traveling to them I know was really bad on the console, and I know it's not even super great on this. But again, if you want me to play Tide 2, I will play Tide 2. Just because, why not? You know, I mean, it's not, I don't expressly hate it, I just don't really like it, which isn't that big a deal. Oh my lord, come on. There we go, fuck me.
Oh, you're a legend, mate.
Alright. Hitting those with fire rings is a giant waste of time. But I'm pretty much going to be having fire rings equipped because when they implement a new main rang, you're meant to use it.
So it's pretty slippery. So it could help if you need a bit of a speed boost.
The secondary rangs are totally optional, and actually highly likely you won't fucking use any of them. So this is what Julius meant. So blue lizards, these dudes here, they are weak to the flamerang. So they go down to 1 hit from the flamerang versus normal rangs that take 2 hits. Come on, Todd, jump up. There we go. Hopefully with all my relatively recent playthroughs, I won't get as stuck looking for stuff. I think I almost always miss a bilby because so much of the areas where you gotta look down from logs in the walk in the park level is just, I mean, like, you miss them, you know? Like, it's so much of the same that it's very easy to just not really pay attention. Grab the opal. There we go.
Thanks, mate.
Come on. There we go. Yeah. We've, just to have something to talk about here. We've tried recording, and I don't think it's ultimately huge failures on the recordings. I think they could still be uploaded. But we've tried recording like DRG, Deep Rock Galactic, for those that don't really know. And, you know, it's good. And it's a fun game. Obviously, we love that game. I think all of us are secretly committed to getting gold stars on all of our people so we can get our blue ribbon, even if that'll take forever. I think all of us are silently committed to that goal. Just however long it takes to get there is however long it takes. But my problem, and what has sort of always been my problem with that type of thing, is that, like, even if you're good friends, and like obviously you guys see, like, me and Sarah get along pretty well, and me and Robert get along okay. When we're in an environment where it feels like someone's responsible for doing something, and it feels like they're coming up short, it sort of facilitates arguing, and that's not the kind of content I want to upload, because that's not what I'm into. I'm not saying that arguments won't naturally happen, but if I feel like they're just being a bit, I don't know, childish and ridiculous, the arguments, then, like, I don't see a point in uploading. And those recordings are always super long. Oh, fuck myself out of that there. That's okay. Just because, like, why? You know? Like, why would I... Who wants to look back and be like, that was embarrassing? And, like, I think if people don't look back and go, like, I don't like it, like, arguing on camera, it's like, I don't want to deal with that. That's a yucky feeling, for being honest. Feels real gross to argue on camera. And I mean specifically argue in that way. It's just like, I don't know, very discourteous, not really, it's not to a point, it's just to blame. And I'm not into that. Because, realistically, at the end of the day, it's nobody's fault. Unless someone, like, you know, drops a C4 and blows up the whole party, like the meme of engineers. But like seriously, beyond that, like it's realistically nobody's fault whatever fucking happens in that goddamn game. And I think I wouldn't count it out. Like I've got recordings, I've thought about going over them, but on the large majority, it's the arguing. And I think we have that same problem with Sea of Thieves. Where I think a Sea of Thieves recording could be cool and fun. I'm also on the side of yes, but we usually play it with Robert, who has so much more time in that game than us, and the skill level is disparagingly different, as you would hope, right? I mean, a guy with over 1,000 hours in the game should be much better than a guy with only 200 hours or so in the game, or 100 hours in the game. You expect that. You believe that is pretty much how it's going to be. And that's the thing, is like, he might not express it, but it's very obvious that we're holding him down a little bit, because I've seen all that he can accomplish with his other friend who has thousands of hours in the game. And it's massively different, as one might expect. And it's like, we don't have like any ill will. The time that he really got into Sea of Thieves was, he was fucking, you know, he was out somewhere doing something for the military, just normal rotational stuff, and was just had a lot of time on his hands. So pretty much any chance he got and the internet connection that he had out there, he would just play Sea of Thieves. And since he was there for almost a year, I mean, imagine how many hours you can clock in a game in a year. And me personally, like, it's not that fun, you know. It's a fun game. I'm not saying it's not a fun game, but it's not that fun. It's not 1,000 hours fun for me. I think the games I've achieved 1,000 hours in, a lot of it was when I was younger, when you have that mindset to just sit there and grind away at games forever. Like Smash Brothers, like Brawl. Like, I played Brawl for easily like 2,000 hours, and Robert and I collectively have around probably that amount of time in Ark Survival Evolved, and that might just because Ark Survival Evolved is a game that is almost exclusively founded in grinding. But we love it, and it's fun. And what do we ever do a playthrough? Well, the struggle with that is that, I mean, what the fuck would the goal be? That game takes so long to get anything done in. We'd have to set like a specific parameter to make it even like worthwhile.
Good work, son.
Alright, that's all 8 of the kids. But yeah, I mean, like, I think if they are bigger fans of playing those games, then sure, you know, go ahead, like, knock yourself out, play those games, have fun. It's the whole point of all of this. There was definitely a moment during getting all of this YouTube stuff put together that I think I was a bit more invested in it than the other two, and that's okay. And it's okay that they're like not as invested, because they have lives and I have a life. So it's like, I just saw something in this, and after that, and this was before I even had the amount of views that I've gotten, that, like, you know, it is what it is. You can't expect somebody to want to do something they don't want to do. And that's just a good rule for life. You cannot just expect somebody to be able to record all the time. Like, ideally, Sarah and I can knock out recording a Way Out episode today. But if we can't, like, you know, it is what it is. We had the opportunity yesterday, but we instead chose to just play games with my wife and just sort of, you know, chill out. You have to walk very slowly on this or it'll explode and you'll fall through and you can't get the gear that way. Oh, fuck off. Oh my lord. I was trying to turn around, flip the joystick around, it was too fast. Oh, that's super annoying. Yeah, you can get a lot of distance down by doing that little slide. It saves the amount of walking. Super annoying though. But it's them showing their game mechanics. Can't be mad at it. There we go. And drop. And it's not that I don't like playing games with Robert. I mean, you have no fucking idea. We've played games, and it's not even really that we don't get along, so to speak. It's just like he's just a very different person with different things going on in his life. So it's not gonna be how it was when we were roommates, you know, just hanging out, having fun, playing games anymore. Like he's got a kid, he's got a wife, he's got a life, you know. And I'm happy for him. But I wish I could have been as into Sea of Thieves as him, so that I could have met that skill curve that he went on, to where he is
Steady on, mate.
easily professional.
The ice on these lakes is very thin, mate.
Okay, we're gonna skip that one because we already know that. But I didn't, and I don't, and I don't personally find, like, I've tried logging in on Sea of Thieves just to get some work done a little bit, and maybe it's because I haven't done like open crew and run with the people online just to have people to play with. I've tried just going at it on my own, and that's probably part of my problem, but I'm just not as into it as he is. So seeing that kind of content on there is like, it's unlikely, just because like I don't feel that we meet the skill level to really accomplish a whole lot. Not that we don't get stuff done, like we've had some pretty damn good days on it, but games like that are just a bit touchy for me and my friends, so you know, getting them on camera is not something I like actively think about doing. Like, if we're gonna accomplish something, we're gonna accomplish something. Like, we did one recently where we got a ton of treasure, but we got ambushed, as you do in Sea of Thieves. That's the game. And you know, Sarah's not a huge fan of PvP, and like that's fair, because like the PvP is I don't know how to describe it. It's highly technical with a lot of like silliness to it, because it's not even real like ship combat per se. You like and it's intentionally silly. I'm aware of that. Yes, I understand. But it actually does have a pretty insane curve for learning. There we go. And that's just why I personally am like, I don't think this is a good idea to record it, because like you can tell we're a hindrance because I've seen the guy that he plays with play the game, and he's pretty damn good at it. And you're like, oh wow, it's night and day, the difference between just, you know, you having 3 people to run with, and you have 3 okay people to run with, and then you having 1 really good person to run with. I've definitely seen like the difference. But it's not to say that I wouldn't play it or I wouldn't record it. I just, if it be in the whole grand scheme of what I'm really talking about here is, I'm not trying to be like, oh, me and my friends actually are on thin ice all the fucking time with each other and we'll never play games without it being very specifically cooperative of some kind. It's just to say that, like, if you're looking onto this channel to see if you can find some people arguing with each other, I just suggest maybe checking out another channel, because I personally find it incredibly embarrassing to have those types of things on the channel, and it's my channel, so I'll do what I want with it. In the same way, like, if someone was like, if I upload this, but I mean not if, obviously when I upload this, and Robert would to be like, I don't really feel like you should have talked about that, then like, I will go in and sort of speed up the play of the play. It would definitely change the pacing of the level, but it's neither here nor there. But if he was like, you should, I want you to take that out. Like, I don't want to hear that conversation, or I don't think that conversation is appropriate, or I'm not comfortable with it. Then I'd be like, no problem, man. Well, let me head over there. I'll take the video down. I'll go to the original recording, and I will take the audio off of it, speed it up, kind of time lapse it in a way, and you know, it'll be fine. Because that's what you should do when you have friends. I don't expressly remember how to get out of here. I thought one of these stayed water. Might be this one. Yeah, it's whatever one you come in on. I know will stay water so you don't drown. There you go. All of that's just to say, like, I'm just not with the arguing, man. And we can get pretty argumentative. And that's not to, like, talk shit on my friends. It's just, like, we can definitely put blame where it's unnecessary. And that's, you know, that... I think that happens in a lot of friend groups, especially when you're playing games, like, and you all accept individual responsibilities, is, you want to be good at what you're doing, and you want to be right. Excuse me. And I think that, I think to some degree, I think that's more important to some rather than others. And to me, it was important, and I did put a lot of stock into it, and I was very critical and made it vocal, but I've definitely done my best to just sit back and not care, because I don't want to get too invested, since it constantly feels like, you know, if it goes down this route, that you know you could lose the friends that you have, and you know I don't want to sit here and argue in video games until friendships end. That's just stupid. There are better ways to spend your time.
Now this mill belongs to that galah, Boss Cass. He's been using it to supply material for some secret project of his. Anyway, I reckon there's something up top. See if you can find a way up there. No worries.
And that's sort of an important thing I bring up, just because like don't end your friendships over a video game. You know, don't get so invested into a video game that you get angry about it. There's no point. There's no point. Just go with the flow. If you're not having fun, don't play. It's that simple. I think we'll take the stairs all the way up here. That keeps happening. I don't know, maybe that's just a game. I don't know. But it definitely freezes every now and again. Alright. Let me see if I can remember. I think it's essentially like coldest to hottest. Nope, that's not it. Fuck me. No, it's the reverse. There we go. Hottest to coldest is how I've always remembered that. It's one or the other. One of those color combinations. Which I think you could also just get through it just by trial and error. Just sit there and fucking hit one of them until it starts shaking, and then you'll be like, oh. And then you realize it's based on like the color from like red all the way down to blue, and you just have to follow the colors. I think that about does it for this route. Unless I'm... Yeah, okay. I knew I was missing something. Always am. This is where you get caught up. This is where you wander around the map for fucking an hour. For no good goddamn reason. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't. Getting up at 6 is probably not getting up was the problem, but starting doing an hour of talking when I'm just waking up and my throat isn't fully, exercised just from talking throughout the day. But that's okay. We'll get through it. We're almost done with the level anyway. I think, and we'll have to see, but I think I've managed to not miss stuff coming up here. So I think we should be good. I remember where the last cog is, so that's not going to be a difficulty of any kind. We're just going to follow this trail up. we'll get on the mills individual little things later. Ow, fuck me. I hate those guys. This is where they spawn. And there's the cog. Let's just fucking kill all these guys. Grab this opal. Ah, fuck me. There we go. It's all cogs. Here comes a weird gauntlet thing that I find to be a bit silly, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm trying to find a time to play games with Robert all the way through. Find a series of some kind like I'm doing with Sarah. A Way Out was originally going to be me and Robert, but we just never found the time for it. And I ended up playing it with Sarah. Which is all good. We will, okay, let's kill these damn spiders. We will figure that out. And, you know, we do have an old recording that I thought about tossing up on here, of our It Takes Two playthrough that me and Robert had done a long time ago. But bear in mind, like, the audio is not going to be clean like this. You know, the recording isn't going to be super... I think the recording's pretty okay. But I know our audio is not super awesome. I know my audio specifically is pretty damn bad. Oh, I could have swore there was a point to that. Oh yeah, they spawn a bunch out here. That's what happens now. Yeah. Let's check. Yeah, no. So you just had the time attacking the opals. Alright, well. Let's make our way up. Knock out what's up here, and we can run along the mill legs. Or we can run along the mill legs now. It doesn't matter. We'll get the level done in a timely fashion regardless. I know these episodes are going to get a bit longer. For sure. Just because of the amount of walking you have to do in these later levels. Like, the next ice level, for getting everything in it, oof. That can be pretty rough, pretty annoying. Let's not forget about these down here. Since they like to get sneaky. I think that should be it for all of the boxes in this area, though. Now we gotta go hit all the buttons on the mill legs. We'll hit this one up first. Yeah. So I'd say look forward to it. We'll definitely have a series with just me and Robert coming out at some point, like the good old days. Right now we got a pretty awesome and funny series coming out with Sarah, and we've got this going on. I can play a game that I'm pretty good at, which is fun. think that's like a secret anxiety I have, is playing a game that I'm shit at. or I'm just not playing very good. Like when we played Duck Game, like I'm undefeated in that, which I'm pretty happy about. Alright, that's that mill leg. Can I do this? No. No is the answer to the question. Let's do that to negate the fall damage. That only works to a certain height, so you just gotta, it's just being mentally aware of that height. I'm sure there might actually be a way to cheat those, but it's fine. So this one is back over there. Alright, these uphill ones can be a little bit trickier. Ah, son of a bitch! There we go. All gravy, baby. I mean, you can see how many Thunder Eggs, which I believe these are the Icy Thunder Eggs, that you need to complete to get to each boss. As I believe it was only 17 for the last one. And I think that's the one we went on. Yep, so this one here. Oh, that was fucked. I messed that up. And we could get to the game a lot faster that way. But I don't know, man. Whenever I pick this game up, I just want to complete it, you know? Just finish it and be done with it. Feels more fulfilling. I think it's because the game is so short. It just feels better to complete it than it does to just make my way through it as fast as possible. Alright, that's all 3 buttons. So that makes these things here show up. Get our last few opals. One more. There it is. There's the Thunder Egg for getting up here. And then we got the time attack jumping up there, and we are done. Oh shit. That's okay. There we go. Alright, if I'm right. Yep, all 8. Wow, Koala Chaos. Alright, we gotta head back to the beginning. It's weird because I routed it right in my brain. And we're still routed correctly because this teleports us back to the beginning where the time attack is, and also allows us to turn in the found kids.
6, 7, 8, all accounted for.
Fantastic.
I don't know how you did it. Thanks.
No worries, Sheila.
By the way, little Booney found this in the snow. You can have it if you want it.
Unreal.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's knock out this time attack and the end of the episode.
Relax, Ty. It's a track like any other, apart from the slippery ice and the snow and the downhill bit. It's a sprint to the finish, passing through all the checkpoints as you go. But make sure you hit them all, Ty, otherwise you'll get nothing.
I think that's funny, to even tell a player, like, hey, I know you've probably done 2 races by now, but you need to hit all the checkpoints or you'll lose. It's like, yeah, no shit. I figured that out already. Done 2 of these. I will say though, these doing this YouTube stuff, it's cathartic in a way. You get to talk about a lot of stuff. You get to get a lot off your chest, and I think that's fun. Like I was stating earlier, like I'm not like mad or anything. Like, and I'm not like, oh, I wish we never argued so we could upload these videos. Blah. Like, it's totally fine. I love my friends to death. I'd do anything for them, and I know they do the same for me. It's just like, you know, sometimes you want to be like, oh, let's play this, and you know, sometimes it's fun and it's a blast, and sometimes it's not. You get mad, and that just happens. Depends on the day you're having, the type of mood you're in. Like, you can't predict everything, so no point in getting pissy about it. Which was definitely an adjustment I needed to make for myself as an adult, and as a damn near 30-year-old man, that I was getting a bit too invested. In stuff that didn't really matter. And boom.
You did it! You did it! You made it through in record time! Here, have a thunder egg. Whoa, you beauty!
Alright. Sorry, popped my knuckles there. Probably got that on camera. Looked like I get on the video feed. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video for one of these 2 levels. It'll probably be, Bridge on the River Ty, just because Outback Safari is its own monster. So, I will see you guys then. Later.